Hi, Libra. This is your reading for the time period of April 1st to April 30th, 2020. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're just visiting, welcome to Imani's Light Work. Okay, so I hope that these times have been easy on your soul, easy on your spirit, easy on your wallets, etc. If you would like, remember these readings are really general. So if you would like something personalized for yourself, if you would, you just need any ideas about home remedies, etc., whatever else you need, please feel free to reach out to me at my IG at Imani Ife 777. Okay, I'm always on there more than anything else. Also, you could send me an email to ifadivination777 at gmail.com. All right, so let's see what April has in store for you. All right. Someone's going on here about being a smart person. I don't know if this is like like a smart person, intelligent person, whatever you want to call it, intellectual, whatever it is. If you whatever. You could be using it like that, or someone's also slick. So when I said that something could be slick, I don't know. When people say slick, it's like, it's like getting away. Being slick is like getting away with some type of responsibility, and slick like slick moves, slick person, whatever it is. I don't know. Someone could be calling you slick. Someone could be calling you a smart person. Just depends on the energy that's coming through. Okay. And slick doesn't necessarily, it doesn't have to be negative. Slick is like slick is something I would say I heard a lot of. I'm a 90s baby, so slick is something that is a word, would be adjective for a person that I haven't even heard in years myself. I haven't heard somebody use slick to describe somebody in a while. Actually, which is shocking that I'm even getting that. So you could be dealing with that. You could be dealing with that, but if that's the case, what are you doing if somebody's calling you slick? Are you calling somebody that? It just depends. But I also was getting smart person, intellectual, I also get enlightened individual. So let's see what's going on with that. Okay, so the Six of Wands energies underneath, you could be dealing with fire signs like Leos and Aries and Sagittarian, but they are. So the analogy from the beginning either resonates with you or it resonates with one of the fire sign energies. That one of them could be slick. One of them could be slick, trying to get away. I also get a payment. They're trying to get away with having to, they're trying to get away with a payment. So a payment could be one, them trying to get away with a payment could be one or two different things. They're trying to get away with a payment. Payment like they're trying to not to pay for something, or they're trying to get away with having a payment that they were given and safeguarding that. So when I say that, they could be safeguarding a payment that they did receive. So you could be responsible for sharing it with you. They could be responsible for sharing it with you. It's a Six of Wands, so it implies that whatever it is that they are getting, whatever it is that they're not get, whatever it is that they're getting, you may end up splitting it with them, but need to schmooze. You may end up splitting it with them, but you may need to schmooze them. So this could be some type of payment going on with business. I get taxes for a business. This has to do with taxes for a business. This has to do insurance and loans and grants. It could be those kind of payments as well. You may need to take out what I just ran through. You may need to take out one of those, but don't split. So when I said that you need to take out one of those I just ran through, you may not want to split that with the fire sign. But whatever the fire sign energy receives directly, you may want them to split with you. But whatever you do separately from them that you apply for, you may not necessarily want to split with them. So just whatever it is. But the idea of you not wanting to split some type of financial payout that you want to receive or that you apply for, the idea of it is to save a percentage of it for the future. Something could be going on there with saving a percentage of it for student loans and back student loans and loans deferred and whatever it is that you need to do pertaining to school. I also get car payments and things of that nature. So if you need to make those that's what you want their money for. So if you need to make those kind of payments, that could be what you're trying to use the fire sign energies for. And it could be their money or their payout that they're receiving. And it could be the reason that you want to split it with them, because you may not want to touch money that you receive separately to pay for those things, to pay for the things that you need to be paid, that you need to get paid off. Your own money that you're receiving separately from the fire signs, you may not want to touch, but whatever the fire sign energies receive, they could be giving you a percentage of that money to break in half to make the kind of payments. But don't tell them that the reason why you're doing that, because you may not want to tell them that you did receive money on your own. You received some type of, but told them that something didn't work. So when I said that, also, you told them that something didn't work with some type of application process that they went through, or you told them that you weren't approved for a grant, you weren't approved for a loan, but it'll work. So the Six of Wands energy is here. If you're doing that to them, you telling them that whatever you applied for separately from them, you're trying to tell them that it didn't work, but it's only so that you can use a percentage of their money, so you won't have to touch yours. So and that could be the same idea with the slick. The idea of being slick pretty much resonates with what I just said just now, and I would deem that to be a slick move. So they could be doing that to you, or you could be doing that to one of them, okay? The starting point has the King of Wands. So the King of Wands could be Leo. Like I say, you're dealing with fire sign. You got Leo males. You got Aries male. You got Sag males that are here in the starting point, but they're slick. So when I said that the fire sign males are slick, whatever it is that they did, refund. They did something really interesting with their refund, like their tax refund, could be stimulus and things of that nature. They did something really slick with it, but sent it somewhere. They sent some type of payment, some type of payout that they received. They sent it somewhere. Like they could have sent it to another state. They sent it to another state, or someone in that lives in another state that they do business with. Whatever it is that they could be investing and things of that nature, and they could be using that for a house. They could be building a house. They could be fixing a house that they bought. They could be fixing. They may need those funds to fix a house that they bought and things of that nature. So, or an apartment that they're renting, a condo, a townhouse, whatever it is that they need those funds for. But where's my portion? So I'm looking at them, and you could be aware that they did do that. And you're trying to pull them aside and say, where's my portion? I thought we were trying to do this together, and not giving you all the information. I thought we were trying to do this together. They're not trying to give you all the information about a payout that they were given. But part of it is in the bank. So when I said a payout that they were given, they may be, either the spirit is saying the spirit is going to give you the heads up that they put part of their percentage of a payment that they did receive. They put part of that payment in the bank, but they didn't explain that to you yet. So when I said that, they didn't explain that to you yet. They didn't explain to you yet that they didn't explain to you yet that they received the payment. That could be once, or what they're doing with a payment, but we did something separately. So when I said that, you did something really separate, like I said from the beginning, earlier on when I was channeling, you doing something really separate from them in terms of receiving a payout, whatever it is, refunds and things of that nature. You did that really separate from them, but aware of hiding. So when I said that, you could be aware that they are hiding a percentage of their return from you, and part of that return, one part of that return is in an estate, one part of that return is in a bank, or it's either in a bank or it's with someone that they're engaged to. It's with someone that they are, is somebody that the fire sign male, and one of these fire sign male elements one of them is engaged to someone that lives in another state or another province, another town, and that person that they're in, however you want to look at engaged, it could be a man. They could be a man that's getting married. They're engaged to a female that's holding part of their funds for them, or it's engaged, like business engaged. They could have given a portion of their return They could have given a portion of their return to a business partner that lives in another state or province or town or country, whatever it is. Why do they do that? So I'm looking at them, and you may want to know, why did they do that? Why did the Leo male do that? Why did the Aries do that? Sag do that? Why did one of these males? Why did they do that? They do that together. So fire sign energies that are males, they do that together. Aries does that with Leo males, or Leo does that with Sag male, or Aries does that with Sag male. They protect their assets. They work together to protect their assets from you. But they protect their assets by sending their information and things and documents and money and refunds and payouts. They protect those things by insurance. It could be insurance, could be involved in that as well. Like I said, car payments and things of that nature. They protect those things by sending them to other states, by sending that stuff to other states and to a different state, a different province, a different town, etc. Could even be another country that they're engaged. When I say another country, they could be engaged to someone that is in another country. They may have some type of interesting business affair, or they had a love affair, business affair with someone in another country or another state. It doesn't make any sense. So when I say that, also, something doesn't make any sense that they did do that. Why? You may need to speak to them and say, why do you need to have an affair? Why do you need to have an affair? Like a business affair in another state, or with someone else that lives in another town or province? Why do you need to have that kind of affair? Or why do you need to, it could be like a love affair. Why do you need to have, but don't know they're having. When I said love affair, you don't know they're having, you don't know that they're having that. So it could be a business partner. They could be a business partner that takes care of a lover that lives in a different state or province or town or country. And they send routinely. They send money to that external person. They send that money to that person routinely. They do it routinely. So they get up in the morning. And they may be an at-home worker. They may work from home. They get up and email lover. They get up in the morning to email their lover, text their lover, fax something to their lover, their business partner, whatever it is. That some type of partner, some type of it could be love partner or business partner. But you don't understand the connection. You don't understand the connection that they formulated there. Okay. What you're waiting on is the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups could be a younger water sign energy. Could be a younger water sign, but they're too young. There's a younger water sign energy here that you're saying is too young. So that could side partner. That could be the Page of Cups energy. Could be like a side partner to the King of Wands energy. But that's who the money goes to. So I'm looking at the Page of Cups. That's who the money goes to. So the King of Wands energy is giving a portion of their, but that's mine. The King of Wands energy is giving the Page of Cups energy part of their money that you're saying is yours. So this could be this element could be your father, they're living, or a brother, or their business partner, or their lover, whatever one of the King of Wands energies is to you. I'll go with them as like a father figure first. And the Page of Cups energy, that's spoiled. The Page of Cups energy could be like your sibling. What do you call it? It could be like your sibling. This energy could be a sibling that's spoiled, or if they're a business partner, this could be spoiled. The King of Wands energy could be like a business partner that is slick, that you're finding out that they feeding a habit that the Page of Cups energy has. But you deem the Page of Cups energy could be distant business partner. The Page of Cups energy external is they're like a business partner turning into a lover. They're like a business partner that's turning into a lover to the King of Wands. Or they're a friend to the King of Wands turning into a lover. They're a business partner that receives more money than you. They're a business partner that receives more money than you. But the spirit was also saying that they're too young something is too young, their involvement. Something is too young about the way they're involved with a King of Wands energy. But it's disgusting. So them being really some type of way they're involved with a King of Wands is disgusting to you. Or it's weird. Something is weird about it to you. I'll give you an interesting example. This could be a situation here. Father dates younger women. Your father's living, your father may be dating a woman that's really, really young, like way younger than him, whatever it is. Or this energy is this energy partner. This energy is like a love partner. It could be a love partner. One of them could be like a love partner and side person. One of them is like a love partner. This energy is like a side person, disgusted by that. This energy is like a side person. And you're finding that out and you're disgusted by that, whatever it is that's going on. Or their business partner that just dealing with a younger woman. They're a business partner that is just dealing with a younger woman. So you're discussing with your business, what are you doing? You're discussing with your business partner or your father, whoever, what are you doing with this person all the time? Where are you sending our money? Where are you sending our money to? Why is this person receiving a cut? Why is this person even receiving a cut of money that's supposed to be, that part of it's supposed to be for me? But I feel this idea of you I get this idea stalk. I get this idea of you wanting to possibly stalk a Page of Cups. I get that idea. Like you may want to a sibling, another business partner that is spoiled, another coworker that's spoiled, or if something's going on with your business partner, love partner having like another person that is like really much younger than them. And they're like, why are you trying to figure out a way stalk? You're trying to figure out a way to stalk them. So you could be doing it online. You could be trying to do this kind of situation online. You could be trying to do it like outside, like on the street, but saw them before. So stalking them outside on the street and things of that nature, you may have seen a Page of Cups energy before. You saw them before. We used to live together. You saw them before. You also used to live with them. You may have lived with them before. They could have lived with you. It didn't pick up the cues. You could have been living with them, or they were invited by, and you may not have been picking up the cues. You may not have been picking up the cues that they were. You may not have been picking up the cues that they were involved with your father. They were involved with your. What's another scenario? They were involved with your business partner in some type of interesting way. They were involved with your love partner, your friend, in a very interesting way. But that's where the money is going. So when I ran through all of those scenarios, that's who the money is going to, but they have a bank. So I'm looking at the Page of Cups energy. They have a bank. Like the fire sign male may have opened up a separate account for them. They may have opened, or they could have just opened up. I keep getting in another state. They could be living in another state. They could be living in another state right now. They could have moved, to not make something obvious. They could have moved farther away from King of Wands to not make something obvious to you. So what's happening, or they could have moved by themselves or with their family and their friends, whoever they moved, wherever they moved, they could have moved. They could have changed. They could have moved to another floor. They could have in a business deal or in a business in a building. They could have moved to another floor, an office. They could have went. What's another scenario? They could have moved to like they could have moved to another state, another country, another province, town, whatever it is, to not make something hot, to not make something obvious. But they're still receiving money. But I was also getting this idea of them having a separate bank account, but the Kim Wands energy could have opened that. Okay, the King of Wands energy could have opened up a separate account for this person to have access to, and they may have been given debit cards and pins. I'm disgusted. They may have been given debit cards and pins and things of that nature, and they're using it, and you're like, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted by one of them. I'm disgusted by their actions that they're taking secretively with this person. But she gets watched. So the Page of Cups energy, if it's a female, she gets watched. Like she gets watched. She has been getting watched. She gets watched. She gets watched. Whatever it is, you could be that person that is watching this person. You could be watching them. You could be setting up some stalk. You could be setting up someone to stalk this person. Or the king thinks you did that. The King of Wands energy may be thinking that you did, but tries to protect them. So the King of Wands energy may be trying to protect a Page of Cups. And they may be aware that you set up someone to watch them, whatever it is. But she's scared. So I'm looking at the Page of Cups energy. She's scared. It keeps saying she. It could be he. I mean, someone would be really interesting if it's a dude. But I mean, I can understand if this is like a solid business partner that you have and you want to share funds. It could be a dude that's a younger water sign that gets treated like a king. It's a dude that gets. It could also be a dude that gets treated like a king by a King of Wands. You know what I mean? They get treated. The Page of Cups, they're younger than this person. There could be a dude, Cancerian dude, Pisces dude, Scorpio dude. They're younger than the King of Wands, or they could be in the same. They could be in the same age group as the King of Wands, and they may act immature. But the King of Wands energy treats them like they're a king. like they treat them like a King of Cups. They treat this person. They're a younger female water sign that's younger than the King of Wands. The King of Wands energy treats this person like a queen almost. But something they're showing up like a page because they may be about looks. They may be insecure about their looks or something. They're insecure about their intellect. They're insecure about their education. They're insecure about their job. Whatever it is insecure about. But that's why they hide, or that's why the King of Wands energy keeps them hidden. Because something's going on with them that is like neurological development. Something could be going on with them with some type of neurological development. Something's going on with their neurological development. Something is going on with them with that. I don't know. Which is really interesting. The Temperance card is here. Sign of Sag. The sign of Sagittarius energy is here. It could be that does that. It could be a Sag male that does some whatever it is I just ran through. Whatever it is, they do those kind of interesting things Like they do those kind of interesting things, or it's just temperance. They're involved. It's just temperance energy also because the Page of Cups energy is involved. The King of Wands want to leave. The King of Wands, you may want to leave. Or it's just temperance because what Leo did. It's temperance because of what Aries did. But the Sag is here. But they need to explain. The Sag is in the present because they need to explain who is this person. They need to explain who this person is. Like they need to explain who they are and be descriptive, embarrassed to bring around. So I also get this element of a Sag being really embarrassed to bring a Page of Cups energy around. Something is embarrassing about them being bringing this energy around. If it's not like a person. If it's not like a person, what do you call it? If it's not a person like that somebody's dating or some other business partner or whatever, it could be a child. You know, it could be a child that they have. The Sag. This could be a child that the Sagittarian energy has. Sagittarian male. This could be Sagittarian female. Whatever that's showing up here. It could be a child that they have. It just depends on what's going on. And something could be and the giving the money. If it's not only a business partner or a lover, the giving the money and sending the money could be for their child. It could be adoption also. It could be for a child that a Sagittarian male adopted, or they just have by someone else. They just have a child that is a Page of Cups. They have this child. I keep getting something is going on with the neurological development of a child. Something's going on with the neurological development, but they observe something's going on with the neurological development of a child. And it could be the Sagittarian energy's child, or something could be going. I got also an adult. This energy is also showing up like an adult, but something is going on with the neurological development. Something's going on neurologically with some type of the neurological development that either it's a child or it's a what do you call it, or it's an adult that I get reading. It's an adult that struggles with reading something. Like an adult that struggles with reading, or they can't read. Something's difficult with something's going on with their intellectual development. Even if they're younger, they're showing up like a page, but they're younger than one of the King Wands energies. But something's going on with their neurological development and intellectual development, or it's a child that has like a neurological. Something's going on with the child with their neurological development. Their intellectual development, brain development, or it's an adult that has that kind of situation going on, you know. So it could be the Sagittarian energy's child, or a child that somebody adopted, or it's a Leo's partner, it's a Aries partner, or it's their child that has that kind of situation. But that's where the money's going. So the Temperance energy in the present, that's where the money is going, or that's who they're sending the money to. But I feel bad. So I'm looking at the Sagittarian energy, the Temperance energy in the present. I feel bad. You know, you're like, I feel bad. I feel bad that they have to. I feel bad. Either you may feel bad for the Page of Cups, or you feel bad what you said. You may feel bad. You either feel bad for the Page of Cups, or you could have said something about the Page of Cups and you feel bad, or you said something. You could have said indirectly. You could have said something indirectly about them, or indirectly to them. Or you feel bad for something that you said to the King and what their involvement with them. You said something really interesting about the King of Wands energy involvement with the Page of Cups, but thought they were a lover also. So when I said that, you may have been thinking that the King of Wands energy has a Page of Cups energy as a lover, or you just thought the King of Wands energy had a lover on the side, but they may not have been telling you, or they're not ready to tell you that what's happening with it is that I'll give you a really interesting just a simple scenario. Say you're a female and this energy is a male that you file taxes with, or that you do business with, you make money with, whatever it is. You're tied to them, but they have a secret. You're tied to them, they just have a secret. But what's happening with this is that you had a deal with them that, okay, I keep getting this idea of embarrassment. I'm looking at the Page of Cups. They could be embarrassed. Like, they could be embarrassed either. I don't know if this is like, I hate to say, I don't know if this is like by a child, or they're embarrassed by the fact that they do. Okay, oh my God, it's really interesting. What's happening with them, okay, I'll just go with the scenario. I'll just go with the example first for 1 second. What's going on here is that, look, if you're a woman and the King wants energy, has some type of financial bond and agreement with, a percentage of money that's supposed to be going to you is going to a Page of Cups Cups didn't know they had a kid. That's one. Like, you didn't know that the King of Wands energy had a child. But there's also this element here of you're thinking that, or you thought that the King of Wands energy had like one of them may have. Yeah, that's one scenario. There's so many different scenarios of breaking up that this possibly could be running as. But the King of Wands energy, what's happening with them is that they have funds, and you had an agreement with them. I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you 50% of whatever, and this, that, and the third. But they're giving part this. They're breaking up that 50, and they're breaking up that 50, and you're like, where's the rest of it? But it's going to a child they didn't know they had. But I keep getting embarrassed. So either when I said that, they could be embarrassed to share with you that they do have a child. That could be a situation. They could be embarrassed to share that with you, or they're embarrassed to reveal. They're just embarrassed to reveal that they do have a child. Whatever it is. Or talk about the child, bring the child around you. Whatever it is. Or it could be it could literally be a side person. You know, it could be a younger person that they're dealing with, that may just have some type of insecurity, whatever it is that they could be insecure bringing them around. They're just insecure about bringing a Page of Cups energy around. And that's why the Temperance energy is there. You know, why you feel what's happening. Oh, I understand. One element about this is the King of Wands energy doesn't have it. One of the King of Wands energies really doesn't have a child. They may just have a side woman or a friend they take care of, whatever it is, or a friend, another business partner that they favor, whatever it is, they take care of that person. Don't want to bring them around. So the Temperance energy in the present, they just don't want to bring or explain to you that they're even tied to that person, period. They don't want to, what's another situation? They don't want to bring them around you, or I get afraid of them. They're afraid, when I said it, they're afraid of embarrassment. And they, for some reason, they got crazy embarrassment going on with them for some reason. Oh my God, if it's like that, or it's like they just see the person, they just don't want you to see the person. Like, they don't want you to see them, period. Like, that's another scenario. So either they're embarrassed, for whatever reason they're embarrassed, or they don't want you to see that they're a child, or they don't want you to see someone that they're dealing with secretively. They just don't want you to see them. So what's happening is that if the Page of Cups energy lives a distance away, or they work a distance away, they may want to make something really. They may want to make some type of interaction with sending funds. They may want to do that really private when you're asleep. They may want to do that really privately when you're asleep. When you're sleeping, when you're not online, when you're what's another random scenario? When you're sleeping, they could be talking to this person on the phone when you're asleep, when you're not home. You know what I mean? When you're not in the office, they could be on Skype. When you're not in the office or at work, they could be Skyping that person. They could be Skyping their child. They could be Skyping their child. They could be Skyping. Their business partner that they're sleeping with. They could be Skyping their business partner that they're sleeping with. Whatever. Their coworker that they're messing with. Whatever it is. They're doing it at night, or they're doing it. You may not live with this person. Like, you may not live with them. They may live farther away from you. And not answering calls. They could live farther away from you, and they're not answering your calls. So you could be a guy, you know what I mean? You could be a dude, you're dealing with a business partner that wasting your time. You could be a guy and you have a business partner that is wasting your time. Whatever it is, they're wasting your time by spoiling somebody, or for some reason them wasting they're just trying to take care of their children. That's why I said embarrassment and wanting to apologize with the Temperance energy. You didn't know somebody had a kid, so you're like, where are you? Why aren't you answering? Where's the money? Where's this, that, and the third? That for some reason they're not telling you to have a child. Whatever it is, or it's a younger person that they're dealing with in a very interesting way. Wow. All right, so the Tower is in the future, sign of Scorpio. And your instincts has Wheel of Fortune energy is in your instincts, but I'm gonna have to leave. So Wheel of Fortune, you're like, I'm gonna have to leave now. You're like, where to go in Temperance, but not until you apologize. The where to go in the Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune, somebody isn't gonna let you go until you apologize. Are you not gonna let them go? I can explain. You may not let them go until they explain something to you. They need to explain something to you first before you decide to let them go. For some, you may be really domineering over that person, or vice versa. You know what I mean? That somebody may not let you go. They're not letting you go until you apologize. That's one. Or you're not letting them go until they explain, until they even explain. Okay, until they even explain the reason. Until they explain the reason to why you even need to apologize. Period. Whatever it is that's going on, or whatever vice versa like situation is going on there. So the Temperance energy with the Page of Cups, you, my partner. The Page of Cups energy could also be your partner. They could also be your partner, but fights with them. So the Page of Cups could also be your partner, friend, whatever it is that they are to you. They may fight or bicker with this person as well. You know what I mean? And that could be that could be an interaction that you're thinking you're gonna have with this element after, or they're gonna have with you after. But it has something to do when they reveal. It has something to do with when the King of Wands energy reveals something to you, period. Something like that would but it's not bad. Something like that would potentially happen, but it's not necessarily bad. Your interaction with the Page of Cups. And that's why the King of Wands energy protects them. Or you, some type of communication that they have between them and this person is protection like. You know what I mean? That's why the Temperance energy is there. You know, with the Wheel of Fortune and the instincts. You know what I mean? But why does she work here? So I'm looking at the Page of Cups. Why does she work here? Why is she working here? Or why does she if they're not far away, they're just a new hire. If they're not far away, they're just a new hire. This element could be like a boss. You need the patience to deal with the fact that they hired somebody new. But am I not good enough? So them hiring somebody new, you're like, am I not good enough? You're talking to this person, am I not good enough? Love, am I not good enough? Why are they being invited? I get invited back also. Why are they being invited back? Why are they being hired? Am I not good enough? Am I not good enough? Could be comparisons with siblings and co-workers and business partners and lovers. Am I not good enough? This person. You know what I mean? But they're choosy. So when I press them, they're choosy. Like they're choosy with who they give money to. They're choosy with who they give money to, how much money they give. They're choosy. And as simple as that, they're just choosy, you know? Or the Page of Cups, if it's not only like a physical person, then it's just like an emotional offer. Keep trying to give. It's an emotional offer that you keep trying to give a Sag, a Aries, a Leo, male. Could be Sag female here in the present. It could be Sag female here in the present also. You know? It just depends on what's going on. And needing to apologize. Or it's just an emotional offer that they're not listening to. It's an emotional offer that you keep giving them, but they may not be listening to. They're not listening because they look at this person. They're not listening to because they're paying attention to this person. You know? So if you are a woman and this energy is like a dad and this energy is like another sibling, I get jealous of. Are you jealous of your sibling? Is your sibling jealous of you? Your friend? It could be friend group situations here and people and pointing fingers. People pointing fingers in friend groups. Being jealous or envious of someone in a friend group by a guy, and you're a female. This energy is a dude making comparisons. Whatever, it could be really petty. You know what I mean? You're a woman. You're a dude. That's happening. You could be a guy being petty. You could be a guy that's being petty between the comparisons between you and this person that this energy is making, or vice versa. They could be the ones making comparisons but likes you. They could be the ones making comparisons. They also like you, or one of them likes you. Whichever Page of Cups energy may like you like that. You know what I mean? They may like you, whatever it is, you know? But the idea of it, money dispersing, that one interesting feeling of it has to do with money dispersing. Why money being dispersed? Who money being dispersed to? And it could even be for how long. And the money dispersing has to do with new hires and jobs and keeping people, functional workers. It has to do with functional workers, or issue with someone not functioning. Are you functioning or you're not functioning? Are they functioning or are they not functioning? You know? But I'm looking at them also. They may have been asked to take leave as well. The Page of Cups energy, they could be, like I said, they could be, there's so many different energies that could be going on here. The Page of Cups energy could literally be a child, or they could be they could be in the same age group as you, but they act younger. They're in the same age group as you. They're showing up like a page because they act younger. But what's happening with it, they could have also been asked to leave or take leave, but because of behavior. So they could have been asked to take leave, or they took leave on their own because of behavior. Some sort of really interesting behavior in the workplace. That's one scenario. That's one of 1,000 different scenarios that could be going on here. The Empress energy is here. Sign of it's Libra female. That could be your energy. You could be dealing with another Libra female, or Aries female. But protects them. When I hit Aries female, the Aries female protects the King of Wands. The King of Wands could be a Sag male, a Leo male, Aries male. The Empress energy protects them, or protects a choice that they make, or protects the Queen of, I'm gonna say Queen of Wands. Yes, Queen of Wands. One of them is Queen of Wands. The Aries female protects an Aries female protects the choice that a Leo male makes. An Aries female protects the choices that a Sag male makes. The Aries female protects the choices that did I miss one? Sag male, Leo male, Aries. They protect the choices that an Aries male makes. They protect the choices. And it could have something to do with their child. It could have something to do with their child. One of these elements is like, one of these elements is also shown up like a child that belongs to King of Wands. But the Aries / Libra female energy, that's a female, that is a matriarch, that is external. They protect. They may also join in, and they may be also joining in with the King of Wands energy to protect this person. To protect them. But I keep getting like what do you call that situation? Some type of neurological situation. Something's going on. It could literally be a developmental delay. It could literally be a developmental delay that an adult person has. Like an adult person, or I understand this one. This is something really interesting about this situation. Oh, it could, okay. One situation is they could be a child with developmental delay. They could be a child with some type of developmental delay that someone doesn't know the child has developed yet. Someone doesn't know the child has a developmental delay yet. That's one situation. Then they could just be an adult. Okay, then they could just be an adult that's shown up like a page because of insecurity, or young in mind. They're like young in mind, or they literally could be an adult that's shown up like a page because their development. They could, another situation is that they could be an adult that is shown up like a page because of something's going on with their something's going on with a developmental delay, but somebody dates them. They have a developmental delay, but one of the fire sign males, they date them. They're dating them. They're dating them. And someone may not, Temperance energy in the present doesn't see. It could be a Sag male or female that doesn't see that. But the King of Wands energy doesn't see that. So either it's a child they don't see that has a developmental delay. It's an actual adult that has a developmental delay. It's actual an adult something's going on with the adult, and something going on with neurological development with an adult, and somebody's dating them, but the King of Wands energy is dating them, or they're taking care of them, whatever. But somebody's not finding out something is going on with them neurologically yet. So that knows that already. I'm looking at the Empress energy. They know that already. Like an external Libra female, an external Libra female, and Aries female, they know that already about a Page of Cups. And they may need to explain that to the Sag and the Aries male or the Leo male. They need to explain that to them first. Or they haven't yet. But not gonna believe. Somebody needs to have that explained to them, but they may not end up believing what is going to be explained to them. It's interesting. It's really interesting. What do you call this? Lord have mercy, I'm drawing blanks. The Emperor, my bad. You got the Empress, and you got the Matriarch energy here, and then you have the Emperor, you got Aries male, you got double Aries male energies. This could also be a Taurus male, this could also be a Taurus male energy that's here. You know what I mean? Predominantly Aries male, Taurus, whatever. that's in the spirit. Get advice from. I feel like you get advice from this guy. You got an Aries. You got Aries, male and female. You get advice from. You got Taurus male, you get limited advice. You got Taurus male, they may be giving you limited advice, but they still give you advice. Then you have external Libra female, those elements, they may be giving you advice. You know what I mean? They're trying to give you advice, on a situation. Sometimes it really interesting advice. They are in the spiritual self. But I keep getting adoption. So it could have something to do with adoption, or I did say that they were a new hire and things of that nature. Also adoption and adoption or some accepting adoption and accepting. They're trying to help you with getting some type of knowledge with those kind of situations. Adoption or just accepting. And the idea of the accepting, like I said, has to do with their choices with these fire sign men. Their choices could be female here also. Their choices, a choice that they're deciding to make. Adopt Page of Cups, or have them work somewhere. Hire them. They're a new hire, but if something isn't going on with them neurologically, then one of them may just be spoiled. It could be as simple as that. And you want to know, but one of them is spoiled, but has something. I keep getting this idea that somebody could be getting spoiled with things that, but something is going. I keep getting neurological development. Something just going on with someone with their development period. Some type of interesting developmental situation that they have going on. But somebody that is spoiling them doesn't see that something is going on with their development. I don't know. Something's really interesting about that. It keeps telling me that every time I pick up this card. It's really interesting. I feel like it's the one interesting part of, or why the spirit keeps making me revisit the situation is because of people's choices. Something that is going on with them that people don't see. It has something to do with the choices it's affecting the choices that and decision making that other people are doing or other people are making. I understand why. I understand that. I would understand that. That's because they're at the root of why people are moving in a really interesting way here. The moon card is here. This is the sign of Pisces. That you got, or it's just intuition. You know what I mean? It's just it's intuition because of with the Wheel of Fortune energy and the Moon card. It's the intuition and the mentality. It is a sign of Pisces. Could be a Pisces person. This could be a Pisces young adult. It's a Pisces young adult that something's going on with them, or it's it could be Cancer. Cancer, Scorpio. You know what I mean? Something's going on. Somebody could be it could be whatever sign, something, whatever they could be. They're like one energy is coming off of here. So many situations. One energy is coming off. One of them is like an adult with neurological delay. How many of them is an adult with a neurological delay, some type of developmental delay. So this could be a situation here where the King of Wands is they could just be doing regular business, but it keeps messing up. They could be doing regular business with a Page of Cups, but they keep messing up. And that could be what a lawyer was hooked up for. That could be that's why I said something that's going on with them is like the basis or the foundation of way a business deal is because of certain choices, actions, decisions that they've made. But they may need to get I get clinical also. Could be something going on here with a clinical study. Some type of clinical studies, like a psychiatric study, some type of therapy like that somebody may be focusing on. Someone may be focusing on something like that. Or is the Empress focusing on that? I get for them. The Empress could be focusing on something like that for a King of Wands, for a Sag, for a Leo male, for an Aries male. They could be focusing on that for them. Or the Emperor energy could be, the King of Wands energy could be focusing on that the King of Wands energy could be focusing on that for a Page of Cups. But that's what they said. So I'm looking at the Emperor, that's what they said. That's what they said that they're trying to do. So all the questions that you have, where's my business partner? Where's my lover? Where's my man? Where's my dad? Where's my what's another random situation? Where's my business partner? Where's my coworker? There's something going on. They're dealing with this person. They're dealing with them. in whatever proximity that they need to deal with them. And that's why the moon card, but should I just change workplaces? Should I leave? Should I whatever? Should I just separate? Should I do this, that, and the third? But it's not going to affect you. So whatever that's why I said earlier on the reading, whatever it is that's happening like that innately, it's not going to affect you. It's not, you're using intuition that it may not affect you. You're thinking the Wheel of Fortune is there because you're thinking that it's going to affect you. You need to make some type of major move. Not necessarily. And that what they said, that could be something that an Empress energy told you. That could be something that an Aries female, Libra, an external Libra, Aries female, that could be what they explained to you. That's what they reassured. That's what they reassured you. That's what they reassured you. You know? So you could be dating the guy, if you're a woman, you could just be dating the guy and their mother is trying to give you the heads up what's going on. You know, these energies could be business partners that know what's happening behind the scenes with someone. And you ask your business partners, where's Larry? Where's Joe? Where's Sarah? They're somewhere taking care of their child and something's going on with their child. As simple as that. You want to know. You're going back into the workplace. Your coworkers may be missing, but they needed to leave. They need to take leave because of a child. Something's going on with the child. Or it's an adult. Or they're having an affair. Or some type of secret love situation that she has information on. A secret love situation that an Empress has information on. Aries female have information on. Whatever it is. Really interesting situation. The Ace of Pentacles is in a changing position, like I said. It's in a changing, don't need to look for. It's in a changing position because you may have been thinking that you needed to look for a new job. You're thinking that you needed to look for a new job, but you don't necessarily need to look for a new job. But recommended you did, or recommended you do. I'm looking at the Empress. They may be recommending that you do. A new love, it's Pentacles. So you working with that person, and as simple as that, you got a co-work, you running a regular business deal with someone, and they need to take care of their child, but they're a needed employee. As simple as that, and you need to find someone else to cover for them, but for some reason, for a while, you weren't knowing why they kept disappearing. For some reason, for a while, you just weren't knowing why they kept disappearing, why they didn't show up to work, why they this, that, and the third, why they wouldn't answer the phone, why they whatever. Whatever it is that they're, not receptive, whatever reason they're not receptive to you for, the Page of Cups is the reason why. Whatever. Or something that they told, something that the Queen of Wands said to this person. The King of Pentacles energy is in the resolution going towards the, going towards the Tower. You know, you got King of Pentacles energy there. You know what I mean? King of Pentacles energy could be Capricorn male, Virgo male, Taurus males involved in a situation. I almost said seat. Something could be going on with that in a situation. They're involved in some type of really interesting situation that's going on. You know, they're in the resolution. But what's going to work with, they're in the resolution, you were going to work with them. I get this idea of you were going to work with them. The Tower, and don't need to. The Tower in the future, you may not need to. You could be telling, it's Scorpio energy in the future. You got Scorpios, you got Scorpio, you got Pisces, you got Aries males, you got Aries females, you got external Libra female, you got Taurus male. I did say that this is a Taurus male energy here. You thought that you were going to end up need Sag male and female possibly as well. You thought that you were going to end up working with King of Pentacles. That's why the moon is right there with them, with the Wheel of Fortune. But offer you something. They could have been offering you something, and you may be deciding to stay with King of Wands because of what you're finding out. But because of what you're finding out with Page of Cups, like I said, somebody could be adopting a child. As simple as that. Somebody could just be adopting a child, taking care of a younger person, dating somebody. They're letting the fact that they're dating somebody disturb family environment. Somebody's letting the fact that they're dating somebody new is disturbing the family and workplace setting and whatever it is. That's what you're using your intuition about. You know. But really interesting situation. So I'm looking at the King of Pentacles. That could be their voice to you. You could be venting to them. Or you just like the really interesting situation. Something is just a really interesting situation to be in. Whatever it is. Sometimes it's just a really interesting setting. It's a really interesting... But I also get opportunity. I'm looking at them. Sometimes a really interesting opportunity that you may want to decide to take up someone. They're coming... I get this idea that they could be coming in as a blessing also for you. The King of Pentacles energy. They could be coming in as a blessing for you, but you may not see that they're a blessing. Using intuition that they're going to come in. They were given information before. I'm looking at the moon. They were given some type of information before about something. So whatever questions that you have, sporadic movement, whatever questions that you may have been having about somebody with sporadic movement and things of that nature, King of Wands energies and Empress, whatever interesting feeling that you have with them with sporadic movement and choices and decisions that they've been making, the King of Pentacles energy has all the answers to. They have all the answers to. Or they were already shown something. They were also already shown something. Shown something, explained something, whatever it was. Whatever it is. I mean, you know, whatever it is. So it could be, this could be various situations going on here. If you're a woman, you're dating a guy, and a side woman. You could be a woman that's dealing with a guy that has like a what do you call it, a side woman, but something is going on with something's going on with the development of the woman. There's adults that have like what do you call it? I mean, it's not necessarily terrible. It's not bad. There's adults that have neurological delays. Like it can be, or sometimes it could be like an impairment or something. It could be like dyslexia, something going on with writing and reading, and those. It could be as small as that. If it's some type of like a disability of some kind, someone that they're dating. When I said disability, someone could be dating someone with some type of disability, but they don't know that the person that they're dating has a disability. Some type of what do you call those? Because I had a psychology course, a psychology of disabilities in children. What do you call it? Intellectual disabilities? It's like an intellectual disability. You could do research on that. I took the class. Intellectual disability that somebody has. Okay, but it's like somebody doesn't know how to really. Someone is dating somebody that has one, but they don't know how to identify it. As simple as that. Or they're working with someone that has one and they don't know how to identify it. You could be trying to explain to them how to identify it, or the King of Pentacles energy may have tried to explain that to you, or explain that to King of Wands. Or the King of Wands wasn't given that information yet. Don't know how to identify it. The King of Wands doesn't know how to identify something like that. Someone doesn't know. And as simple as taking college courses in psychology. You know what I mean? And somebody need to take courses in psychology, different psychology courses to understand human neurological and brain development and things of that nature. So they just living their life just dating whoever, but they're not really dating and dealing with people and going to school, going to work. You're dating people, but nobody's really understanding the science behind the behavior of a person that they are dealing with. Okay, let's look for outcome here. And it has a lot to do with someone not knowing that. And it's disturbing business deal because somebody doesn't, because somebody's lacking, because somebody is lacking in the knowledge of how to identify intellectual disabilities and psychological disabilities and things like that. Because somebody is not educated on how to identify those kind of impairments, because they're not, is starting to is something disruptive or strange that's happening in the business deal. Okay, so let's see. You got the 10 of Wands is difficult. The 10 of Wands, something is difficult. You know, it doesn't have to be business deal. It could be home environment that is happening in. But the 10 of Wands, home environment, family environment, whatever environment is. But the 10 of Wands energy is there because something is really difficult with the fire signs. Because they don't see. Something is difficult with the fire signs, doing business with the fire sign, working with the fire sign, living with the fire sign. They don't see something. They don't see something that is obvious. They don't see something that is obvious. Something that's really obvious. Something's obvious about someone, the way someone is behaving. Somebody. I get intellect. Something's interesting that's going on with somebody's intellectual abilities. Not intellectual disabilities. That's different. Not an intellectual disability. I will put up the term for that, what that means, because I took the class in that. Not the intellectual disability. It's some type of incapability, some type of incapability, like an intellectual incapability, something like that. Some type of intellectual incapability that somebody, they don't realize that somebody has something like that going on. I don't know. It's really interesting. All right, Libra, let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.